Let's be real for a second. We've all been there, right? Drowning in email chains, trying to make sense of a shared doc that's a total mess, or just feeling like you and your team are on completely different planets. These digital headaches, they're more than just annoying. They're a huge drag on what we can actually achieve. But what if there was a better way to work together? Today, let's dive into a playbook for turning modern teamwork from a chore into, well, a superpower.
Okay, let's start with something super relatable. You know that feeling? You've got your books, your laptop, you're ready to be productive, but you spend the next chunk of your time just wandering around looking for a place to sit. It seems like such a small thing, but that little daily frustration, it's the perfect snapshot of all the hidden problems that get in our way, whether we're at school or at work.
And this isn't just a feeling, it's a real measurable problem. Let's call it the study spot challenge. Wasting up to half an hour every single day. I mean, that adds up to hours every week. That's time you could have spent actually learning something, creating something cool, or just, relaxing. This little problem is our way into talking about the much bigger issues that hold our teams back.
And hey, this is definitely not just about finding a desk on campus. The exact same kind of friction shows up in the professional world. Think about those meetings that could have been an email, or project plans that are so confusing nobody knows what to do next. It's all part of the same thing, this general feeling of, why does this have to be so hard? These are the exact hurdles we're going to figure out how to clear.
These aren't just little annoyances. They're like cognitive quicksand. Every single minute you spend wrestling with a clunky process is a minute you're not spending on the important stuff, on deep thinking or creative breakthroughs. When you add it all up, these little friction points become this huge, invisible weight on our productivity and our morale.
So what's the fix? Well, the answer isn't just to throw another app at the problem. The real answer is to change how we think about solving problems in the first place. We need a framework that starts not with the tech, but with the people who are actually dealing with the frustration.
And that framework is called design thinking. It sounds fancy, but it's actually super simple. It's a three-step dance. Step 1, empathy. Instead of just guessing what the problem is, you go talk to people. You really dig in. Why is finding a study spot so hard? What's the real pain? Step 2, ideation. This is the fun part. You just brainstorm like crazy. Every idea is welcome, no matter how wild. And finally, step 3, testing. You grab your best idea and build a really simple version of it to see if it actually helps. It's this awesome cycle of understanding, creating, and learning.
Now, having a great framework is, well, great, but ideas don't just build themselves, right? To actually bring those insights from design thinking to life, you're going to need a modern toolkit, a set of digital tools that are built from the ground up for collaboration.
So let's quickly unpack this toolkit. For that brainstorming phase, you've got tools like Miro, which is like having an infinite whiteboard for all your ideas. Then, to keep everyone on the same page, Trello or Asana give you a super clear, visual way to see who's doing what. For day-to-day chat, something like Slack or Discord gets you out of the email nightmare. And of course, for actually making stuff together, you've got Google Workspace for that real-time editing. See? Each tool is designed to solve one specific point of friction.
Okay, with all these powerful tools, it's so tempting to just dive in and build some massive, complicated solution. But remember that third step of design thinking? Testing? Before you pour a ton of time and energy into something, you have to find a lean, smart way to see if your core idea even works.
And this is where the genius idea of a minimum viable product, or MVP, comes into play. The key word here is minimum. It's all about fighting that urge to build the perfect, all-singing, all-dancing product right out of the gate. Instead, you build just enough to get it into the hands of real people so you can learn from them. An MVP doesn't just tell you if your idea is any good, it tells you how to make it great.
This slide is the perfect example. Let's say you want to start a food delivery service on campus. The old school way would be to spend months, maybe thousands of dollars, building a perfect app. The MVP way? Set up a simple Google form to take orders and a WhatsApp group to coordinate the deliveries. Seriously, you could be up and running in an afternoon, with zero budget, testing your idea and getting real feedback.
And hey, this isn't just some made-up example. A student club at Bangkok University actually did this. They got rid of their messy paper signups and just used a Google form and a simple line bot. The result? They streamlined everything and got instant data on what was going on. It's just proof that making a huge impact isn't about having a big budget, it's about being smart and willing to test and learn.
Okay, so we've got a framework for thinking and a toolkit for building. But here's the thing,
Even with the best process and the best tech, a team can totally fall flat. That's because there's one more piece to the puzzle, a human element that's the foundation for everything else. And it's probably not what you're thinking.
So, what do you think makes a team great? Is it just stuffing a room with the smartest people, the most experienced all-stars? Well, Google did a ton of research on this and found something pretty mind-blowing. A whopping 43% of what makes a team effective has nothing to do with individual skills. It's all about their dynamics, not who is on the team, but how they work together. In this huge study they call Project Aristotle, Google went on a mission to find the secret sauce of their best teams. And what they discovered was a game changer. The single most important factor, the #1 predictor of whether a team would succeed or fail, wasn't talent, it wasn't experience, it was something they called psychological safety.
So what on earth is psychological safety? It's basically that feeling you get when you know it's okay to be a real human being with your team. It's that shared belief that you can throw out a half-baked idea, ask what you think is a dumb question, or even admit you messed up, without worrying that someone's going to jump down your throat. It's the trust that lets real collaboration happen.
Wow, okay. We've gone from the simple problem of finding a study spot all the way to the deep human need for connection. We've got our framework, our tools, and now our secret ingredient. So let's put all the pieces together into a simple playbook that you can start using like today.
Just look at this breakdown. This says it all, doesn't it? Psychological safety isn't just another box to check, it's the whole foundation, making up half of what keeps a team healthy and effective. Yeah, being dependable and having clear goals is important, for sure. But none of that really works unless you're in an environment where people feel safe enough to bring their whole selves to the table.
So there you have it. That's the playbook for working together in this crazy digital world. It starts with having empathy for people's real problems, it uses smart tools and lean testing, and it's all built on a bedrock of psychological safety. This isn't just about getting more stuff done, it's about creating a smarter, more human, and honestly, a more effective way of collaborating. So take a look around you. What's your study spot challenge? What's that one small, annoying problem that you and your team are going to solve first?